How's it going, Antonio?
It's going good.
I just wanted to walk with you over to where the catalyst for the Peaceful Streets project started. What have you been up to today?
Had to go to court.
Oh, that's right.
Again.
You told me
probably
that
like
just
the 12th
earlier.
time I've been to court in the past 14 months. So I had to go to court again, and then I had breakfast, talked to a couple people who love what we're doing with the Peaceful Streets project. And it's really encouraging that so many people know about what we're doing. Oh, check that out. There's a Peaceful Streets sticker up there.
Wow, let's check it out.
Looks like someone tried to spray paint over it. Probably a cop. That's okay, because we got an extra one here.
Great, let's put it up there.
We will put this back up here, and so the next person can see it.
Awesome, Antonio. I love that.
And since we're here, I think that because it is not a crime, as much as some people would like you to believe, I think we'll go ahead and put this up as well.
Okay, let's do that. Let me know if you need me to hold it.
Oh, I'm good.
Okay, I'll just get you. Whoops. Beautiful day in Austin, isn't it?
Sure is.
A little chilly, but it's February, so gotta expect it.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, when we were in t-shirts 2 days ago, can't really complain about Austin.
Yes, sir.
The Free Staters in New Hampshire right now, they're having their great Liberty Festival, their winter one, but
what's that called?
I forget what it's called. It's a great, I love the guys in New Hampshire. I love the Free State Project, it's awesome.
Me too.
But it's cold up there.
Well, you know, as they say, you know, Texas is actually the garden spot of the world.
Really?
So, you know.
What does that mean, the garden spot of the world?
Well, it's a perfect climate for growing vegetables.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Depending, I mean, the soil, sometimes it can be a little rocky out in the hill country, but, you know, it's like you do the raised bed thing or whatever you need.
The water's key. As long as you can get a good, you know, water supply here, you're set.
Well, we've got some springs here in Austin and down in San Marcos as well.
Springs, and people here are very smart about preserving water, rain catchment.
Yes, sir.
The Center for Natural Living, the new nonprofit started by John Ramsey, that John Bush is the executive director of.
I saw that. Yep.
They're working on solutions.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to where the incident took place on New Year's Day, but really quickly, what's this about?
Well, this is a flyer that Harold Gray and some others created because the cops just outright lied in their affidavit saying that I spit on his face and then he wiped it. Aborski said this before the video came out, so then we created this flyer. Harold Gray and Company created this flyer to plaster it around town, and it's been great. A lot of people just say stuff like no spit, no wipe. They know exactly what it's about. And then this is a flyer that was created just to highlight what the Peaceful Streets Project has been doing. And we just want people to start seeing this image around town and associating that with peace, you know, trying to find more peaceful solutions. We don't need the police to give us peace in the city. In fact, they work against peace. They oftentimes create victims, and we're the ones who try to encourage peaceful solutions to conflict.
So it's funny because last time I was here with you, it was in September, and we had a little, we're doing a cop watch and we have a meeting, and I remember you said, I got this on video, you said, all right, this will be our last pass through the night, or someone said that, and you said, all right guys, well, we're just wrapping things up. I will see you at 1:30 at Mexitas. And what happened was
our rally point, huh?
We never made it to Mexitas, if you remember.
Yeah, because Adam Johnson's a thug.
So where are we? What are we doing here at 7-Eleven?
Well, this is a 7-Eleven that we were at, where I was at on New Year's Day. I was coming south on Lamar. I turned right here, came up right here, and right where on the other side of this gas pump where that woman in the turquoise blue shirt is pumping gas, we pulled in with the truck facing that way. Okay. Over there, in between the pump and the street, was where Ashley's car was that had been pulled over for the DUI. And that's when we observed what was happening. And eventually we saw Norma getting yanked out of the car, and that's when I started yelling at the cops, and then I got attacked.
So just out of curiosity, where were you in this parking lot, in this gas station, when you were telling the cops, hey, what are you doing? And you started taking photographs, right?
I think I was right about here. Right about here, because the bed of the truck was there, it was getting fueled up. And I was actually close to probably right about here.
Okay.
And the car was over there.
And so you were minding your own business, but you were concerned because there was a screaming woman.
Yeah, well, yeah. I only got here after she started screaming and I started taking pictures. The rest of the time I was over by the pump.
And what's the closest you got to the incident? The whole night?
I'd say I was about here.
Okay, so a foot or two?
No, I was here, and Norma was getting ripped out of the car about here.
About here. All right, let's be careful. There's a lot of cars right here. Here at 7-Eleven on Lamar Boulevard in Austin, Texas. How do you feel being back here?
Oh, I've been back here a bunch of times. I actually feel good about this spot because had I pulled over somewhere else, had I been in a more remote part of town, a place without a surveillance video, a place without so much lighting, I would be in a much different situation. We had people who were in the going into 7-Eleven who stopped to watch what was happening. The gentleman who video recorded it, he was standing in front of Cheapo, which I didn't know was shutting down.
Now it's shut down, but sadly went out of business.
But he was standing right in front of it and videotaping from across the street. And there were people who actually drove by who saw what was happening as well. So I guess of all places to get stopped, or I didn't even get stopped, of all places to get abused by the police, this is probably one of the best.
And it's interesting that it happened right here at 10th and Lamar at the 7-Eleven at this particular spot, because this area, this spot right here in Austin is actually a historic place of power. For those that don't know, this was the original building of Whole Foods, which has now become a huge corporate business, and just the historic area around here. This has always been a place of power and importance in Austin history. So anything else you'd like to share about, you've got a trial coming up, potentially the grand jury will be meeting March 5th and 6th. This is where it all happened. This was well over a year ago. Anything else you want to share with the audience before we say goodbye for today?
No, I would just encourage people to always keep their cameras at the ready, always be ready to record, and don't go around calling cops heroes, and don't go around saying that not all cops are bad, because every time you do that, you make it that much harder for a victim to come forward.
Thank you very much, Antonio.
Thank you.